In the year 2009, Vietnam was on the cusp of transformation. The country, then known as Dai Co Viet, had endured centuries of foreign domination and internal strife. Dynasties rose and fell, and the people longed for stability, prosperity, and a leader who could guide the land toward peace. Amid this backdrop, a remarkable figure emerged, Ly Cong Uan, a man whose vision and wisdom would reshape the destiny of his nation. Born into humble circumstances, Ly Cong Uan's early life was marked by hardship and perseverance. Raised by his mother in the village of Co Phap, he was a child of intelligence and kindness. Recognizing his potential, she sent him to study with Buddhist monks, where he developed a keen intellect and a deep sense of compassion. The teachings of Buddhism would profoundly influence his philosophy and leadership, instilling in him a commitment to justice, humility, and the welfare of his people. As Ly Cong Uan grew, so did his reputation. His talents caught the attention of the royal court, and he became an advisor during the final years of the Ly Dynasty. The king, Ly Long Din, was notorious for his cruelty and extravagance, and the country suffered under his rule. Yet, Ly Cong Uan remained steadfast, quietly building alliances and earning the trust of nobles and commoners alike. When the king's health failed, and he died childless, the court was in turmoil, uncertain of who should inherit the throne. It was then that the mandarins and generals, seeking wisdom and stability, turned to Ly Cong Uan. His integrity and vision stood in stark contrast to the chaos of the previous reign. The court, the Buddhist clergy, and the people rallied behind him, and he was proclaimed emperor, founding the new Ly Dynasty. He took the regnal name Ly Tai To, signaling a new beginning for Dai Co Viet. Yet, Ly Tai To understood that true change required more than a change of leadership. The capital at Hoa Lu, nestled among rugged limestone mountains, had served previous dynasties well during times of war and instability. It was defensible, but its isolation stifled trade, communication, and growth. Ly Tai To dreamt of a capital that could unite the realm, foster prosperity, and reflect the grandeur of his vision. He looked northward, toward the vast, fertile plains of the Red River Delta. There, at the heart of the region, lay the site of Dai La, a city built centuries earlier during Chinese rule. Its location was strategic, situated at the crossroads of riverine and land routes, shielded from floods, and blessed with abundant resources. Ly Tai To saw in Dai La the potential for a new center of power, one that could inspire the people and secure the future of his dynasty. Legend tells that Ly Tai To received a divine sign, a vision of a golden dragon ascending from the waters of the Red River near Dai La. Interpreting this as an auspicious omen, he resolved to move the capital. In 1010, he issued the famous edict on the transfer of the capital, eloquently laying out his reasons. He spoke of the limitations of Hoa Lu, the advantages of Dai La, and his desire to emulate the wise rulers of China, who had relocated their capitals in pursuit of greater prosperity. The move was monumental. Thousands of officials, soldiers, and workers journeyed from the old capital to Dai La, carrying with them the hopes and dreams of a nation. Ly Tai To oversaw the construction of palaces, temples, and administrative buildings, transforming the city into a vibrant center of culture and governance. He renamed the capital Thang Long, meaning Rising Dragon, forever linking the city's destiny to the legend that inspired him. Thang Long quickly flourished. Its location allowed merchants to bring goods from distant provinces, artisans to display their crafts, and scholars to gather and exchange ideas. The city became a melting pot of influences, where Vietnamese traditions mingled with those of China, India, and beyond. Ly Tai To encouraged this exchange, fostering a spirit of openness and innovation. Under his rule, the government was reformed. Ly Tai To established systems of meritocracy, promoted the study of Confucian and Buddhist teachings, and worked to ensure the fair administration of laws. He cared deeply for the welfare of the people, instituting policies to reduce taxes, improve irrigation, and promote agriculture. His reign marked a period of relative peace and stability, allowing the arts and sciences to blossom. The move to Thang Long was more than a geographic shift. It was a declaration of new values and aspirations. Ly To envisioned a capital where the emperor could be close to the people, accessible and responsive to their needs. The city's layout reflected this philosophy, with wide boulevards, open spaces, and structures that encouraged interaction and community. Thang Long became not just the seat of power, but the heart of Vietnamese civilization. As the years passed, the city grew in size and importance. Successive emperors expanded its boundaries, built monuments, and fostered learning. Thang Long became synonymous with the nation itself, a symbol of resilience, creativity, and unity. The Ly Dynasty would go on to rule for over 2 centuries, laying the foundations for many of the institutions and traditions that define Vietnam today. Ly To's legacy endured not only in the physical city he built, but in the spirit he inspired. His decision to move the capital was a bold act of leadership, guided by wisdom, faith, and a profound sense of responsibility. He understood that the fortunes of a nation depended on its ability to adapt, to dream, and to embrace change. Today, the city of Hanoi stands on the site of ancient Thang Long, its streets and monuments bearing witness to the vision of Ly Cong Uan. The legend of the rising dragon lives on in the hearts of the Vietnamese people, a reminder of the power of hope and the enduring strength of cultural identity. Each year, festivals and ceremonies honor Ly To, celebrating his contributions and the enduring values he championed. The story of Ly Cong Uan and the move to Thang Long is a testament to the transformative power of leadership. It is the story of a man who rose from humble beginnings, guided his nation through uncertainty, and laid the foundations for a civilization that would endure for 1,000 years. It reminds us that history is shaped not only by grand events, but by the wisdom and courage of those who dare to imagine a better future. As the Red River flows through Hanoi, its waters carry memories of the past and promises for the future. The city, vibrant and dynamic, continues to rise, just as the dragon once did, on the dreams and determination of its people. Ly Cong Uan's vision lives on, inspiring generations to build, to innovate, and to pursue greatness in the heart of Vietnam.